Hello and welcome. You are listening to the Ditch Decade Diets podcast. I am your host, Lorna, certified food freedom coach and founder of the Ditch Decade Diets Academy. I've spent 10 years in an unhealthy relationship with food, binge eating, over-exercising, and feeling insecure in my body. This podcast is all about helping you get to the root of your food struggles and teaching you how to rewire your brain so you can end binge eating. If you're ready to improve your relationship with food and cultivate more self-love towards yourself and your health, this is the podcast for you. So let's get to it and jump right in. Stop thinking about what other people think. This is what I want to talk to you guys about today. How to stop caring so much about what other people think about you. Because it's so common, especially for people who struggle with their relationship with food, their relationship with their body. A lot of people tend to be people pleasers. A lot of people tend to be perfectionists. Hey, Cindy. A lot of people tend to care about what other people think. I have to eat a certain way because I don't want somebody to make a comment. My body needs to look a certain way because I don't want somebody to make a comment. But the problem with caring so much about what other people think is you no longer listen to your intuition. You no longer listen to what you need. You no longer listen to your needs, what your body is asking for, what you actually want. You're more concerned with pleasing other people. Brittany, I just saw you message me about the academy. I'm freaking out. I'm going to message you back right after this. I'm so freaking excited. Oh, the academy is the place to be. Anyways, so maybe you are concerned with people pleasing. You are so focused on what other people think about you, and that is not okay. There's so many different examples of this when it comes to your relationship with food. Let's say you're out at a restaurant and you're with some friends and you force yourself to order the protein and the vegetables because you're so worried that someone's going to make a comment if you order the pizza or the pasta. You're wanting dessert and you're looking at the menu and you're like, oh my gosh, this is my favorite dessert. The brownie with the ice cream, that is my favorite. That is my favorite dessert. But nobody else is getting dessert. Oh, I probably shouldn't get dessert. Because if I'm the only person, everybody's going to comment. They're definitely going to judge me. Are they going to judge me? They're probably going to judge me. So although I really want that dessert, I'm not going to get it. What if somebody says something? I can't be the only one. You are caring way too much about what other people think, and that will hold you back. Drop "hold me back" in the chat. Hold me back. When you care so much about what other people think, that is going to hold you back on this journey to finding freedom because you're not listening to your body. You really want the dessert. No, I can't. Somebody's going to make a comment. I really want to order this. No, I can't. Somebody's going to make a comment. Hey, Karen. Even when it comes to your body, many of you guys, just like myself, it's like I spent 10 years, trying to be smaller. Yes, I personally wanted to feel good in my own skin, but a huge reason why I kept wanting to be smaller was because I cared so much about what other people thought about me. I was wanting to get compliments. I didn't want people to judge my body. I didn't want somebody to make a comment about my body because I had comments said to me about my body before many, many, many times, and it hurt. And I never wanted to experience that ever again. Hey, Natasha. So I was trying to change my body because I cared so much about what other people thought about me. Where are you doing this? Where are you giving your energy and your power to other people? Where are you letting other people dictate your choices with your food, with what you do with your body, how you work out, how much you eat, what you eat, when you eat? Where are you giving your power away to other people? And where are you caring way too much about what other people think? You know, I love this saying, if the whole world was blind, how would you eat? How would you dress? Would you go get seconds? Would you actually get dessert? How would you eat? When would you eat? What would that look like? When you are so concerned about what other people think, you don't make your own choices. You make the choice that you believe other people are going to want you to make when they're probably not even thinking about you. It's so interesting. It's like, I'm not going to get like, imagine you're thinking, I'm not going to get seconds because what if somebody makes a comment about me going up for seconds and you're so concerned about that particular person maybe making a comment about you going up for seconds and they stand up and they're like, I can't wait to get seconds. And this whole time you were not listening to your body because you thought this person was going to comment about how much you're eating. You were so concerned about other people. And here this other person is just owning it. And she's like, yeah, I'm going to go get seconds. You lose who you are when you focus on what other people think. You don't even know who you are when you focus on pleasing other people, what other people think. You know, it's actually crazy because when I was dieting, hey, Amber, when I was dieting and, you know, my relationship with food was a complete mess, I didn't know who I was. Can any of you guys relate? Like, do you feel sometimes like you don't really know who you are? Back when I used to struggle, I didn't know who I was because all I focused on was calories, working out, the way that my body looked. I spent 10 years trying to fix my body. I didn't know who I was. Who am I? April. Hi, April. I didn't know who I was. I don't know, Lorna. She eats healthy. She works out, you know, she meal preps. Yeah, pretty much it. I didn't know who I was. And I'm going to be super honest. It was like, I felt like I was putting on this front, so to speak. It's like externally people saw me as one version of myself. And then internally there was like a whole other ball game going on. Like everyone knew me. Lorna's healthy. Lorna works out. Lorna's this. Lorna's perfect. Lorna, blah, 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 blah. And then like internally, I'm like, you guys are literally thinking I'm so motivated because I'm not getting dessert when literally I cannot freaking wait until I go home and just binge. You lose who you are when you're not yourself. How can you be yourself? You don't even know who you are when you're not your true self. I never felt like myself. I never felt like my true self because I was always worried what other people were going to say. What choice should I make so that this person doesn't make a comment? You lose who you are. And this is where you really have to ask yourself, am I caring too much about what other people think? Am I caring too much about what other people think? I want you to really get honest with yourself. And again, maybe certain areas of your life, you're like, no, I actually don't care. And then some areas, you're like, yeah, I'm still people pleasing, or I'm still really caring a lot about, you know, what other people think about me. When you do this, you don't only lose sight of who you are, but you don't know who you are. And you're not happy. There's no way you can be happy when you're living for other people. So are you living for other people, or are you living your life for you? Are you living for other people, or are you living your life for you? Hey, Michelle. Michelle's in the membership. Hi, Michelle. Unfortunately, society is so conditioned to be in diet culture. And I think people are starting to recognize like the whole diet situation is BS. I think people are starting to like recognize this and wake up and be like, okay, dieting is not the solution. But there's so many people still in the thick of diet culture. And this is sometimes what makes it hard to heal your relationship with food, because you're eating intuitively, you're focused on listening to your body, you're honoring your cravings. And then you have your friend over here who's on this diet and she's taking progress photos, and you're watching her body change, and she's posting these photos, and she talks about how she goes to the gym 7 days per week and how she gets in all of her protein and how she's spot on with her macros and how she's so consistent with her supplements. It is hard to continue going down a path of self-love when you are beside somebody who is so focused on what you used to really be focused on. And then you start questioning yourself. Should I really be healing my relationship with food? Yes. Should I really be listening to my body? Yes. Should I really be taking it easy and maybe not working out 7 days per week? Yes. But if you are pleasing other people and you're so concerned about what other people are doing or what other people are going to think about you, it's going to be really hard to actually stay in this path. This is why you guys, community is everything. Community is everything. When you are in diet culture land and this person's dieting and this person's talking about macros and this person's talking about weight loss, you feel like there's something wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with you. But when everyone else is doing one thing and you're going down this path of self-love, it feels like you're at the wrong, but you're not. You're just caring about what other people think because you're surrounding yourself with people who just think about food in their body all day. And then you come into my community and you're surrounded by other women who are on this path of self-love, who are healing their relationship with food. And you're like, right, I'm on the right path. I'm on the right path. And you stop caring so much about this person's dieting because you know deep down that you are doing what's meant for you. Back in 2018, so at the beginning of 2018, I was tracking calories and macros like an absolute crazy person. I was healthy. I love taking care of myself, but it was very, very, very extreme, like unhealthy obsession. And I knew macro tracking was not for me. Like actually a few months into tracking, I knew, I'm like, this is literally obsessing me. Like this is not for me. I couldn't even stick to my macros. And it would drive me bonkers when there would be like a recipe and I had to like divide the recipe by how many servings and then figure out the macros. And I'm like, this is so much freaking work. Like I was a perfectionist. And when I couldn't understand the macros or I didn't know if I was spot on, I would literally lose my shit. Anyways, 99.9% of the time, I would never be able to track my macros. Like I would be in the kitchen, like nibbling. And I'm just like, oh, I don't have to track that. Like, it's just a few bites. Meanwhile, I was definitely over by a shit ton. But anyways, I knew macro tracking was not for me. But I looked around. Well, she's doing it. Oh, well, that person's doing it. Well, she can stick to her macros. Well, she has no problem doing it. Well, everyone else is doing it. And I don't want people to think like I just like let myself go. I don't want people to think like I don't care about my health anymore. Like I don't want people to think like I just gave up on my fitness goals. I don't want people to judge me. I don't want people to think I'm lazy. I don't want people to. It's the same thing. Being so concerned, what do other people think instead of what do I want? I was focused on other people. Deep down, I knew it was not for me. Didn't feel good for me. But I was terrified to stop because what are people going to say? Even when I transitioned to intuitive eating, I had fears of like, is somebody going to now question me because when I go out for dinner, I'm actually eating? Is somebody going to question me because like now when the waiter or the waitress brings out bread, normally I would never have it, but now I'm like allowing myself, is somebody going to make a comment? Is somebody going to start judging me? Again, if you don't work through the fear of what other people are going to think, it doesn't matter what you do. You can be tracking macros or being on a diet, and you're so worried somebody's going to comment about how you're not eating. Or you're going to grab the bread and you're going to order what you want, and you're still going to be worried about, is somebody going to say something? That doesn't go away. You have to work on that. Because if not, it's going to trickle to other areas of your life. Oh, I haven't seen this high school friend. Man, it's been like 5 years. And oh my gosh, it's been 5 years. I can't remember the last time she saw my body. Is she going to judge my body? Is she going to make a comment? I can't remember. Was I like 20 pounds lighter? Was I heavier? Oh my God, I can't remember. Is she going to judge my body? Let go of worrying about what other people think. It's the most liberating feeling in the world. The moment that I stopped caring about what other people thought about me was the moment I felt free. And it's not about, I don't care about what other people think about me. It's more like, I know who I am. I love who I am. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what other people think. Hey, Judy, so good to see you. Hey, Judy, right? I don't care about what other people think about me because I like me. Drop that below. I like me. Drop that down below. I like me. If you don't like yourself, if you don't know who you are, you need validation from other people. When you don't know who you are, you look for outside validation because you're not validating yourself. When you don't like you need other people to like you. When you don't like you need other people to like you. When you're not validating yourself, you need validation from other people. Hey, Jacqueline, so good. Oh my, amazing people are on this morning. Hello, everyone. When I stopped focusing on going to the gym 7 days per week, torturing my body, and I started taking really good care of myself, I could care less about what other people thought about me because I knew I was taking really good care of myself. Somebody on the outside can look at me and say, oh, wow, like she's ordering the pizza, like she must not care about her health anymore. She must not care about her fitness anymore. And I'm just like, I got great mental health. I take such good care of myself. And you know what? I'm going to eat the pizza and I'm going to be able to stop when I'm full, and I'm going to have no urge to binge. And when I get home, there's no desire to binge either. So people can think what they want, but at the end of the day, do you like you? Are you happy with you? If you're not happy with you and you're judging yourself, you are so worried that other people are judging you. If you don't like you need people to like you. People can think whatever they want at the end of the day. When you realize you're going to be happier and more connected to yourself, and you're going to take better care of yourself, when you stop focusing on what other people think about you and you focus on, what do I think about me? Man, it's the greatest feeling in the world. So let's release this fear, this judgment. What are people going to think about me? Don't worry about that. What do you think about you? Do you like you? Are you respecting your body? Are you taking good care of you? That's what really matters. It doesn't matter what other people think. What do you want? Do you want the brownie? Do you want the salad? It doesn't matter, but make a decision that's going to feel really good for you. Not, well, I have to get the salad because I don't want somebody to comment. I can't get dessert because I don't want somebody to comment. What do you want? What's going to make you happy? Hey, Donna. So we're going to wrap this up. This is what I wanted to share with you guys today. Stop focusing on what other people think. You're going to be healthier. You're going to be happier. You're going to fall back in love with yourself. It is the greatest gift you can give yourself, to release that pressure and focus on liking yourself even more. So thank you guys so much for being here. I hope this landed for you guys. I hope this was helpful. Have the best rest of your day ever. I love you guys so freaking much. You guys are all such badasses, and have the best day. We'll see you guys soon. Bye.